Hey Glenn, so here's your mystery speeder hilt made by Nick at Starfall Sabers. I want you to get a quick look at that before we break it down and I show you what I did with the install portion. You have your D-ring here. You have your brass tactile buttons on here. You have a blade plug right there, retention. Yeah, really cool hilt, very sturdy in the hands, fits really nice, very speeder-like, like it's supposed to be. Definitely, these styles are one of my favorite for sure, just because they're very unique and they look good. I like them, very nice. So we're gonna start from the top. So here is your blade retention. It is a thumb screw. Just need to loosen it up a little bit. You'll see your blade plug fall off. Try not to drop it like I almost did. But you have your stock V4 PCB right in there. So it is very high quality PCB, can handle like 15 amps. Long blades with like all white LEDs, no problem. These V4 stock PCBs are very high quality. It's all that I use. And then you want to put your blade plug back in real quick, kind of find a good spot for it. I kind of like it like right there, a little bit recessed. And then right here, you have your power button, very clicky. On this side, you have your aux. And then on this side, you'll see a set screw. Never touch this set screw. This one actually holds the chassis in place and the blade PCB holder. So this I did Loctite down just in case, vibrations and all that stuff. But don't ever touch that one because then you'll lose the orientation of the chassis. There's no way it can come out because these switches won't allow the chassis to separate. But just best not to touch that one, okay? This is your blade retention. So you're only going to manipulate this and the buttons and obviously the handle. You can grab it, spin it off. Comes apart very easily, very smooth threads. And then you'll see your chassis. This is the Starfall Eco chassis. And I do give it like a nice rub and buff of like a silver. I've done other colors before, but I felt like a silver matched with the grip and stuff like that. So you'll see that here, and this is your battery. It has a cool battery wrap on it. I like to mix up the battery wraps as well. I picked this one because it's got like these red and green dots on it, but it is marked positive as the top. You can grab it from the side right here. And it makes it a little bit easier to take the batteries out. They're not too easy to take off because these battery wraps are very smooth and shiny and slippery. But you have your positive, your positive up here. Positive is always the top. Negative is the spring. And the button right here, button top is the positive. Flat is spring. So you want to just throw that on here like this. Snaps into place. And on this side, you have your Profi V3.9. This is running the current OS, which is Profi OS 8.10. And it has fully loaded with all the Starfall fonts. So there's 12 fonts on here. And it has tracks as well for each font. Your kill switch is right here. Left is off, right is on. 28mm bass speaker. And yeah, it's already been programmed with all the Starfall blade styles. So each font has its own specific blade style, and there's 12 of them. So all good to go. If you know how to program Profi, there is a L-shaped ribbon that you can connect right here. There's a link in the description to that. It's one of the only ones that I know that fit these designs. I know there's others that might fit for you, but it's the one that I personally recommend. They're pretty cheap, no more than 10 bucks. But it's like an L-shaped ribbon USB cable, okay? And it plugs right in here if you know how to program, if you know how to change font, add more fonts, if you want to do that in the future, okay? So we're gonna power this on. Remember, right is on. Kill switch is right here. And we'll throw the handle back on. And you can twist on, or you can push the button right here for power. I like to twist on. And you do have shine through right here through the blade plug. Looks really cool. Aux button right here. Turn the light off. Look. There you go. You can also twist to turn off, okay? You can twist to turn on, or you can twist to turn off. We're gonna put a blade in this just so that we can see that everything works. This is just my very short demo blade. So we're gonna throw that in there, cinch this down. This is your blade retention. We're gonna hit the button for this one. And remember, we have 12 fonts on here, so we can keep scrolling. Celestial is the second font. Infinium's the third, so they're all different. There's a blue blade. All different effects.
Hero's Journey.
There's another one here. There's their green. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but just letting you know that you have options here. And you're also gonna get a paper in the box that shows you how to use the Saber, just in case you're not familiar with a Profi and FET 263 Blaze button config. So everything is laid out here. I'm gonna go through some of them. So you wanna turn on by pressing the button like I showed you. You can push again to turn off, or you can twist on and off. And then this button right here, if you press it while it's off, you can switch fonts. So that's Ruin.
Reconcile.
To reconcile. So just by pushing this button while it's off, you switch fonts. And if you want to check your battery, let me see if I remember how to do this. It says right here, press the aux button and hold the aux button and then press the power.
Battery level 100%.
So this battery is fully charged. And if you want to lower the volume or increase it, you do the opposite. You hold power.
Enter volume menu. Maximum volume. Maximum volume.
So when you rotate the hill, it goes up and down on the volume wheel.
Maximum volume.
And then once you find something that you want,
Maximum volume.
hit any button.
Volume menu end.
And it locks that one in, okay? And other ones like play tracks, you just want to click long click power. Oops. All right. There you go. And then you can rotate through all the tracks. Find one that you like, hit power again. And you can also play the track and swing the Saber, okay? To turn off the track, just hold it again for like about a second and let go, and it turns the tracks off, okay? So we went over the battery level, the volume, other effects. So when you have the blade on, you can hit this for blaster blocks, or you can clash the Saber. For clashes, lockup, you want to hold the aux. Let me see if I can do it. And then hit the Saber. You get like a lockup. Obviously, it looks way better on the longer blade. This is just a short blade. So the lockup will be like somewhere in the middle. You'll see like sputtering on the blade and stuff. And other effects here that I can't really do on this table, which is stab, drag effects, melt effects, they're all there. Color change is another one. So you want to have the blade on. You want to hold the aux button and then click the power button. You hear that sound?
Red, orange, red, dark orange.
And then you can rotate the Saber through the color wheel and then pick a color that you like.
Green, yellow,
But
green, aquamarine, cyan,
so if you
sky blue.
find one that you like, you hit power. If you don't want to do this, you just hit aux for revert.
Revert.
So it goes back to the original one, okay? And yeah, other than that, I think I covered everything. But yeah, man, super sweet help. Hope you like it. And it's going to be on the way to you soon, okay? So thank you so much for your patience. And this thing is ready to go. All right. Thanks, Glenn.